Hey y'all, how you doing today? What's the title? The tier list? I'm gonna have to switch gears here. 1 second. Look, I feel really bad for not taking my tier list seriously enough last time. It turns out, as always, I took things too far, and most importantly, I didn't deliver on my promise to you to give you the definitive gacha game tier list. Well, I'm here to make amends, okay? I'm gonna make a tier list so accurate that it's going to shut down YouTube. But first, to cement my apology and solidify our friendship as strangers, allow me to sing you a short ditty I made. I know that I let you down. You got ass raped by a clown, but now I'm here to fix it all and make amends tonight. I forgot to tell you, bud, I don't really give a fuck if you like my tier list or not, because I'm always right. First up, Summoners were at another great year. I could hardly imagine mobile gaming would have made this much progress today without Com2uS. As much as giant pieces of shit as they are, they have certainly provided a lot of innovative game modes that are being adopted by every successful gacha game today. They're just so undeserving of the S tier, A tier. To be honest, Duel Links isn't great in my opinion. Like, the fact that the field is simplified to only 3 monster slots and 3 spells and traps, like, it limits the game. I was hoping they would allow players to use rule sets from the past years, like 2017 or even all the way back to 2011. They could have done that as well as just allowed players to play a simplified rule set. I mean, come on, it's not that hard. D tier. I think Genshin deserves S tier. It really changed the way developers these days have to approach making their games if they want to be on that level. There are far more actions available to you as you play in this game versus most other gacha games. You can truly immerse yourself in the story and the land, which is a feeling that is often desired in games these days. I'll give it an S tier. Guardian Tales is underrated unless you're someone that's stuck on World 11. It's a charming breath of fresh air for fans of 8-bit games and JRPGs of old. It's a pretty free-to-play gacha game. It's chock full of complicated currencies to figure out, but it doesn't make you feel like you need to pay to win. B tier. Arknights being F tier was obviously a joke. Well, one complaint I do have is that the story is far too much and too long. It isn't pay to win, but it takes a while to catch up. Summon-wise, it's very generous. The farther you play, the more you like the game. Trust me, if you give it a shot, it will convert you. A tier. Calibria Crystal Guardians has ways to customize your characters most games just don't have, like changing your abilities, and I'm not talking about just skilling them up. I'm talking about having multiple kits on every character to choose from, and that being said, it's the easiest gacha I've ever played in my life. I cleared the entire campaign and like 95% of the content in 2 weeks. B tier. Let's do Dissidia Final Fantasy next. It isn't a traditional Final Fantasy game, but it's not groundbreaking either. It's a nice little RPG distraction that you could sink a few minutes into or a few hours into, but unless you are a massive Final Fantasy fan, be prepared to just look at the screen all the time and say, I have no idea who you are. C tier. Now, SINOALICE. It's pay to win whenever it comes to PvP and raids, but at this point in time, the main story in PvE is completely stalled. It's fun for a small daily PvP experience with guildmates, but only if you're fine with clunky matchmaking ladders that have very odd pairings with free-to-play guilds and whale guilds. The player is incentivized to pull on class weapon banners instead of a favorite character. It takes all of the fun out of the gacha portion of the game. D tier. Heroes War Counterattack is officially completely barren and dead. I can't believe I sunk over 100 videos of my time and effort into this complete piece of shit. Com2uS is infamously one of the richest mobile gacha pushing companies, but they can't spare double-digit employees to run the game. There's absolutely no reason to even try this game at all. I mean, the only thing you will find within it is disappointment and graphics remnant of a PS1. Other than that, there is nothing. F tier. Skylanders Ring of Heroes, on the other hand, has seen a small recovery, absolutely not at all thanks to Com2uS. The sheer discipline and commitment a Skylanders fan has in their soul is the only thing carrying this game on its broken feet. It's like giving the rights of Sonic the Hedgehog to EA. It's the worst thing you could possibly do to the franchise, but yet as Sonic fans, we just sold our soul and we're going to consume even the shittiest of games in his honor. Luckily, this is a gacha game with modern abilities. It's pretty well balanced and decently fun, so I'll actually give it a B tier. Dragalia Lost now and forever remains the absolute best gacha game that has ever spawned. The life that they bring to the characters through the story makes someone even like me that doesn't give a single shit about the story care about my team's feelings. That's incredible. Being a dragon literally never gets old, and it will never not be cool. The work and dedication put into this game from the dev team is astonishing. I love this game. S tier. The 7 Deadly Sins. It is a unique experience in the mobile space. It has decent presentation and excellent UI. It makes it feel like a console game. They doubled down on the card battling system, which, while the PvP mode doesn't really hold my attention, there's enough story and campaign to immerse yourself in the world throughout your daily commute. So, A tier. And I'm sorry if I didn't list your game. I'm out of time. And yeah, so that's all the ones I'm going to do for this one. Because whatever other one you're worried about that I didn't cover, I forgot. Hey y'all, you know what? I wasn't going to count these other idle games as part of the gacha list, but they are technically gacha games and I want to include them, so I'm adding this bit. And I forgot to mention the Mega Man gacha game that just came out that's pretty much literally a Mega Man X game converted into the gacha stereotype where you pull for the Navi. It also has multiplayer and an active PvP scene. It definitely has a lot of potential and I would put it in the S tier. As for the idle portion of gacha games, Figure Fantasy just dropped, but I can already tell by their advertisements that they're going to be one of the top players in the game by the end of 2022. Definitely keep an eye on Figure Fantasy. I'll placeholder it at A right now and we can move it up later. Also, Mythic Heroes is a really good contender. If any developer to any game ever needs advice or lessons on how to be a good developer for your game, then join the official Discord for Mythic Heroes and watch their community. They have actual game devs just dropping stream and letting people watch and talk and stuff and have a lot of fun. They host events regularly. They're very active in the community. It's a very good look for Mythic Heroes. I'll give them an S tier too because it's Christmas. I'm feeling generous. And guys, because it's Christmas, yo, check out my wife's Etsy shop because it racks up her views and that just boosts her mood. So that's cool. Okay, but for really though, that's going to do it for me today, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy.